One thing I like to do every single month is just take a zoom out, take a look at all of the charts on a monthly basis using monthly candles. And I find this is a really good kind of level set to do once a month. So that's what we're going to do for today's video. I got a lot of these screenshots yesterday. I'm recording this on Friday when the market's already open and down a little bit. But on Thursday, when it was the end of the month, I took a lot of these screenshots so I could share them with you guys. Again, could not recommend doing this more, regardless of whether you're a investor, swing trader, day trader. We have algorithms for all three. We have day trading systems, we have swing trading systems, investment systems. You can find out all of that over at setsadtrading.com and all of the information here. Also, you can sign up for our free newsletter. And reminder, we have these 2 courses that are free courses now that you can click on and take an intro to trading course, which goes over all the basic of trading, and then a trading plan course where it's, by the end of this, you should have built up your own trading plan. But part of mine, part of what I do is every single month, again, I go through and I look at monthly candlesticks. And I think it's very important because we get so tied into the nitty gritty of what's happening every single day, day in and day out. Sometimes it's good to take a step back, take a deep breath and say, okay, well, what's actually happened this month over the last 21 trading days, roughly on average? What's taken place, and are we overextended, and are there sectors that are looking interesting? That way, when we get trades from our systems, from our algorithms over at StatSet Trading, okay, hey, I like financials here, and this is a financial company, so I'm gonna maybe take this one, and maybe this one's healthcare, and healthcare doesn't look that good, so maybe I'll skip on that one. And sometimes you can boost the returns a little bit by doing that kind of stuff. So first of all, just the S&P 500 here. And I wanted to show this one just to show that, yes, we are up a whole lot from, this low right here. But, if you look at the 3 months that we were actually positive on, not that big of a deal, right? So it wouldn't surprise me to see a little bit of a pullback or some sort of consolidation now that we've broken this prior high and then push from there. Because if you look at it, the other times that we were up 3 months in a row, right here, had a nice push, right here, we had a nice push, right here, we had a nice little push. So being up 3 months in a row doesn't seem like that's overdone in any shape or respects in this particular snapshot that I have right here. And then also we have the IWM. So the IWM is your small cap companies, and they haven't done anything. We are just kind of range bound here. We haven't really moved at all. So a nice bounce off the lows like anything else, but still well below all-time highs. A lot of room to get to all-time highs and then through all-time highs. It doesn't seem super bearish to me. Yes, we're up a little bit. Could we have, a monthly pullback or so and then some continuation? Maybe, but it doesn't look that crazy to me. TLT, so here's bonds. Just get myself out of the way here a little bit. We're just at this support zone right here on bonds, which makes sense because we're at resistance on some of these. If bonds bounce from there, it means rates are going to come down just a little bit. So here's the software sector XSW, and again, it doesn't look that crazy overbought. Actually had a red month last month and is holding right near this prior resistance around 190 or so. So if we can get through here, software is a very interesting, you could look at this as like an ascending triangle or just a resistance area. So we could see some relative strength or some relative movement here in the software sector. And then also this is the retire line. So this is where Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway retired, and he's actually been down 3 months in a row into this prior support zone, this congestion area right here. Again, this is a monthly chart, so it means 5-6 months here of sideways action, and we've pulled back into that. So we could see a little bit of a move on Berkshire Hathaway, which would help out financials, right? He owns a lot of financials in his area, and financials you can look at, not really overbought and just hanging out near these all-time highs. Didn't get through those all-time highs on a monthly basis and actually put in a doji last month, which is an indecision type candle. So I would not be surprised to see a push up here in financials if we get a break of that high. Also, home constructing, and there's a reason I have all these particular charts. So home construction, people building homes, looked like this was this big, ugly, rounded top. We sold under this support zone, and now we're trying to struggle and get back through. And if we do, maybe we take a shot at highs. So if the people doing all the financing look like they could break out, the people doing all of the building of homes, they look okay as well. Here with XBI is Biotech. They're looking okay, still some resistance overhead that we're struggling with, but looking to see if we can get through this prior cycle anchored VWAP and then maybe this VWAP from all-time high. It's a decent little look here in biotechs. And then the psychedelic sector, one that you guys know I'm invested in and that I like, this is looking to break out as well. And the reason I brought this one in is just to show the speculative side of things are still looking good. So to summarize, we have the entire S&P 500, which is mainly weighted to big cap tech, maybe a little bit overextended, needs a month break or rest or something like that. But every time we've been up 3 months in a row, we've been up more than that. So at least in history, being up 3 months in a row seems bullish for another couple months. But I wouldn't be surprised of that pullback or consolidation. But then all of the other sectors, and I think really important sectors of especially home builders and finance, they look like they might be ready to go in the next month or so. That could push us to new highs. That could lift us. Seeing the psychedelic space moving as a more speculative one, that looks great. I didn't include it because I could go through these charts for years. But UFO, which is your Rocket Labs, your ASTS, they had a great month. That chart looks great. A lot of potential rotation is what I'm getting at. If the S&P 500 sells down, and then you have people rotate into finance and rotate into home builders and rotate into these names, that's just more leg to push us potentially higher, just showing that different sectors and different areas could kind of get the torch from financials or from large cap tech that has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting for so long. So I am going to be very interested in that rotation. For Stats Edge Pro members, if you've missed it, you got your new portfolio of things to invest in. Still a lot of large cap tech there, but a lot of other names that I haven't heard of as well. We're going to get the day trading or the swing trading systems will come out to you guys on the weekend. If you are not subscribed, if you're seeing this market pull down, you're getting a little bit worried about it, we have a plan over at Stats Edge Trading, and that's the best thing that I could say is that, right, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to, make us all driving Lambos in the next 6 months, but we have a plan. We know what it is that we're going to do, when we're going to do it. We have 25 years of back-tested data to show that what we're doing contains an edge, and we just put our heads down and we keep at it. If you're struggling out there at all, again, go over to statsedgetrading.com and give us a shot. And until I talk to you guys next time, get away from the screens.